Welcome to the VAR Brussels edition, the Volunteering Advocacy Report from the Centre for European Volunteering, July 2020. My name's Gabriella Civico and I'm the Director. The engagement with the MEPs, co-chairs of the European Parliament Volunteering Interest Group, has mainly been focused on the implications of the COVID-19 crisis on the implementation of the European Solidarity Corps, and around the provisions in the new MFF for the support for volunteering and volunteer organisations, both infrastructure bodies and those that involve volunteers directly. Our co-chairs also reacted to the enormous contribution being made by volunteers during the COVID-19 crisis by issuing a message of thanks and appreciation. The message is included in our Viz COVID-19 publication, highlighting the importance of the contribution of volunteer initiatives and individual volunteers and their personal stories during this period. The COVID-19 crisis situation has highlighted the weaknesses and vulnerabilities in the ESC programme when needing to adapt in a force majeure situation. CEV has been collaborating with other organisations participating in the programme in order to identify these issues and formulate proposals for improvement, in order not only to alleviate immediate negative impacts, but also to improve the programme for the future. Issues such as being able to increase the budget to take into account additional expenses and the possibility of moving activities online are two examples of the points that we've raised. We have participated in an online seminar looking at what is meant by solidarity and how volunteering, and in particular European volunteering programmes, reflect and support solidarity in Europe. The work of the expert group on mobility of young volunteers and cross-border solidarity continues, and it has been possible to contribute with some updated suggestions about cross-border mobility programmes, taking into account possible crisis situations. Many of the factors that have become obvious during the COVID-19 crisis have led to learning points that have allowed us to strengthen the outcomes of this group by also including guidance about how to protect beneficiaries of the programme, participants, and local communities from avoidable negative effects during crisis situations that might prevent cross-border mobility. We are waiting for the updated version of the new Europass CV that will include the possibility for users to explicitly include their volunteering experience in a separate section in the CV, alongside sections on employment history or formal education qualifications, for example. The new template will also make it easy and accessible for volunteers to give visibility to any skills and competencies that they have gained whilst volunteering. In collaboration with DG EMPL, we continue contributing to the EQF Advisory Group. EQF stands for the European Qualifications Framework. We were happy to see that in the status report from Slovenia about the implementation of the recommendation on the validation of non-formal and informal learning, that several examples in relation to volunteering were shared. We continue to give our suggestions for the objectives and format of the second European Validation Festival that will now be held in Brussels in June next year, 2021, postponed from this year. Together with the other network members, we have continued to try to ensure that European civil society networks will have a specific way to contribute to the Conference on the Future of Europe. We have also been looking carefully at the new multi-annual financial framework, the MFF proposal from the European Commission, and have contributed to writing and sharing our opinion that more investment for citizen-led initiatives that promote and support democracy, EU values, solidarity, active citizenship and volunteering is needed for a more complete recovery from the COVID-19 crisis. We have also been stressing that recovery funds should not only be aimed at for-profit businesses, but also for the not-for-profit sector, recognising our important role as an employer, as well as a key contributor to health and well-being in Europe. In this respect, we also supported statements prepared by the European Civic Forum and by the Erasmus Plus Coalition. Together with the other European organisations as members of SDG Watch Europe, we have been contributing to the continued development of the MEPs for SDGs group, a dedicated informal group open to MEPs committed to sustainable development, to bring them together with civil society organisations. CEV supported the preparation and participated in the second roundtable online discussion of MEPs for SDGs on how to make sure that the European semester becomes a driver of sustainable development, a renewed role for the European Parliament. CEV's presence in this process highlights the important role of volunteers for reaching the SDGs and the need for suitable policies and programmes to support them in their efforts. We have been contributing to the activities of the EESC Liaison Group in highlighting the crucial role of civil society in the recovery process from the crisis created by the COVID-19 situation, urging policymakers to consider the needs and role of civil society in their future planning for immediate and long-term recovery. Finally, I'm pleased to let you know that our change of gear document is now available in several European languages. This unprecedented situation of the pandemic over the past few months has highlighted more than ever just how critical volunteers are to our society, especially as a key partner of local policymakers at municipality level. As part of the post-crisis recovery process, CEV has called for policymakers to step up a gear regarding volunteering policies and programmes. We explained that this change of gear should include increased focus, intensity and speed of investment and partnership development with volunteer involving and volunteer infrastructure organisations. We emphasise in the document that this would lead to a situation that more properly reflects the importance of the energy, expertise and commitment of volunteers for health, well-being and solidarity in Europe, whilst avoiding the exploitation of volunteers in for-profit settings. We gave 5 reasons why this is the case, and they're included in the statement. Find the report in our July CEV news or on our social media or website, and share with us what you think about these conclusions. We'd love to hear from you and also to receive your VARs, volunteering advocacy reports, from your countries. Until next time, goodbye.